Melida. I know I am the worst vlogger ever because it's been quite a few months and I've not been vlogging, obviously. But let me give you a quick recap. Let's see. So June, I think, was my last vlog, and our friends Todd and Allison had come into town, and with their dog Deuce, who was one of Felix's best buddies in Merida, and we had a quinceañero for Deuce.
Happy birthday, Deuce! Oh my God, he's fucking hilarious.
I know, he's awesome.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Deuce. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday. Okay, he's a hungry bitch. So let's get this shit started.
While I was walking to the quinceañera, I passed a pet store and a little chihuahua pawed at the cage. All right, Melida, meet Merida, Dexter's new best friend. She is a 1-year-old chihuahua that we met while we were out on a walk one day, and she pretty much waved me to the cage and it was a done deal. So, and normally she's a little nicer to Dexter, but she does drive him a little bit nuts. Dexter, Merida, say hello, Melida. No, you look at yourself in the mirror? Okay. What do you think, Dexter? Say, hola, Melida. Love you guys. Merida, do you want to say hello? Say, what's up? What's up? So, let's see. July was pretty much eaten up with new puppy. But also, in June, I actually got back into my studio and I started painting again. And I did make a painting that I'm pretty happy with, but it got to kind of the point that I like to call the coloring book phase. And that's usually when I lose interest and it's very hard for me to finish paintings because in my head I already know what it's going to look like. And so I'm bored and I don't want to just finish the coloring book. But while I was trying to push my way through the coloring book painting, I also got on a couple other projects that I was determined to finish, that I'd half finished. And then I was like, well, I'm exercising every day, and why don't I promise to do an hour of art every day? I should be doing art again. So I made that commitment, and I was sticking to the exercising and the art. I'm down 30 kilos this year and still not drinking, and I'm still exercising. So I was watching some YouTube videos looking for some art inspiration, and I stumbled on this guy called Ace of Clay, and he blew my mind, reminded me of how much I love sculpting, and I ordered some Sculpey and started getting to work. This is my first sculpture.
Yay!
So August 27th was my birthday, and then a few days later, August 31st, I got the really sad news that Deuce had passed away. Sorry, I promised I wouldn't cry.
Cut. And action.
Allison and Todd wanted me to decorate the urn for them, which of course I was honored that they would even ask me. But they had already moved on and were now on their way to Oaxaca or something. And we didn't know when I was going to see them again. So we kind of left it at we'll figure it out later. But I turned to my art supplies and was like, well, I can't get the box, but if they can give me the dimensions, I can make a sculpture that they can put on the box. So that's what I did. Once I was done with that project, my brain started exploding with different sculpture ideas. But Deuce's urn was so popular that someone else asked me to do another one. And I was like, wow, I might have a little niche here, which I know it sounds a little bit grim, but dogs are like my favorite things in the entire world. They're not things, but, and I definitely understand how deeply the bond is between, I don't even like the word owner, let's say parents and their fur babies. And I also know how badly it hurts to lose them. And I know all the healing that the artwork that I've done about my dogs have helped me with their deaths. So I was like, this is pretty cool. Like, maybe my little niche in the art world can be memorializing dogs and cats and lizards and snakes and any animal that anyone loves. So I got my first order for an urn and I worked on that. And that stuff's been keeping me pretty busy. This is actually a sculpture I did in Milwaukee. So I've sculpted for a long time. I've just gone through long phases where I didn't. Sculpting was keeping me so busy that I didn't even notice it was the end of September, which means it was time for El Grito, which, if you guys have been watching my vlog, you know I had a great time at last year. This year, I tried. I was like, oh, this is an excuse to get back into vlogging. I went, but then I was like, I don't want to do all this editing. I've got all this sculpture to do. And so I tried to do it live, and the live video feed died as soon as the governor came out. And here's a little bit of what I got on this camera. It was a huge vlogging disaster, but I still had a good time. So that happened, and oh well. But today is Dia de Muertos, and not only is it the day that Felix passed away, but the city of Queretaro is actually rolling out the red carpet, or the marigold one. So let's go walk around. I'll show you what they're all doing out there. And let's go enjoy Dia de Muertos. You guys are doing really good. I know they want me to share my corn. Are you getting hungry? But you are food. How can food get hungry? I've never seen a hot dog eating corn before. Now it's time for dinner. Guaraches. I just learned how to say that word. They're delicious. They're these long tacos, I guess. And then they put meat and cheese and nopales, and it is heaven on a plate like most Mexican food is. Well, I was gonna get those chocolate skulls, but once I started thinking about all the dogs and people that I'd need to buy them for, I was like, let's go with the St. Jude candle and think of all of them while I light it. So I'm gonna end this vlog with pictures of the people and puppies I'm thinking of today.